Welcome to the We Ballin' 2 podcast
with Coach Ani and Deb,
where we talk hoops, life, and everything in between.
Hey, I like our entrance.
What'd you say?
I said I love our entrance.
I do too. Welcome back to another episode of We Ballin' 2 podcast. It's me, Deb. We got Coach Ani, and we have officially hit the mid-season mark of the incredible WNBA calendar. The sample size is real. The film doesn't lie. And today we're going to look at our official, Deb and Coach Ani's official, okay?
We Ballin' 2 official.
We Ballin' 2 official mid-season award winners. So, of course, this is can change as the season goes on, but this is where we are currently based on what we've seen from each of these players. All right. So let's skip to the preamble, go straight to the crown jewel for the midseason most valuable player. Let's just, start it off right. We already know who it is, right? We know who we love, who is the face of the league. We can't deny it at this particular point in time. I don't know whether or not she's going to get knocked off of this crown as of yet. But our, of course, player of the year is A'ja Wilson. So we're starting off strong. That's who we have right now. Any thoughts, Coach Ani?
She's still my best player in the world. A'ja Wilson is because she plays defense and offense.
Yeah.
Okay. She's still the best player in the world to me because she can score at every level, and she was a defensive player of the year last year. She's still one of the best defensive players in the league, probably the best when it comes to anybody coming into that rim and that post. So that's the reason why she is still our number one player in the WNBA.
All right. So what she's doing right now for the Las Vegas Aces is completely otherworldly. She basically is anchoring this team. Like she is the engine that makes it go. And
she's a leader of this team.
Yeah, she really is. Like when she puts her mind to it and says this is what's going to happen, then there's no denying that. Like there's no stopping when she decides that that she's going there, and there's just no denying. Currently, she is our MVP. So I don't know, what's going to happen come to the end of the season, if they're going to, if somebody else is going to step up and kind of move into that place. But as of right now, she's holding it down.
She's averaging 26.1 points a game. She's still leading the league in points. She's averaged almost a double-double, y'all. 9.5 rebounds and 3.0 assists.
And what is her 3-point shooting percentage? Because it's like 40-some percent.
I can tell you. Hold on.
I want to say
she's shooting the 3-point percentage at 44.6%. So what can you say? Her free throws are 84%. I mean, there's nothing here that she's doing. She shoots at 53%. There's nothing on these stats that you can say that anybody's better than her. You can't. She's passed 2.0 blocks a game. She's probably leading the WNBA in blocks. She has 1.6 steals. She's probably in the top 10 in steals. She leads the points in points made. Really, what can you say?
Yeah.
What can you say?
She's anchoring the defense, leading the league in scoring efficiency, putting the team on her back every single night. If the season ended today, you don't even have to look in another ballot. It's A'ja's world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. So shout out to Asia. She's amazing. She looked amazing last night in her makeup and lashes during the game.
She definitely was and had her makeup and lashes on.
She looked amazing. So that is our mid-season MVP. Yes, you were gonna say something?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Ain't
I
nothing
thought
else to
you.
say. Ain't nothing
Oh,
else
okay.
to
I thought
say.
you were gonna add a little
What else
something
can you
else to
say?
it. But yes, so she is our mid-season MVP. So let's jump into our defensive
I do want
player
to say
of the.
one thing. I think the
Okay,
Aces will be playing better in the second half, and hopefully they will pick up the pace in the second half. They're gonna
their
have to
second
pick up
half
the pace
team.
for
Yeah,
them to get back to the championship. They got to go through Dallas. They got to go through Minnesota when
yeah,
Nefisa's back, and they got to go through the Golden State Valkyries. The West is tight, so we'll see what happens. It's gonna be a fight to the end.
yeah.
Even in the playoffs, if they get to the playoffs, it's gonna be a fight.
They're a second half team. We know that from last year that they're the second half of the season. They tend to turn it on. So I'm hoping that that's what happens. I really want to see them do what they do and dominate the way that they are, known to dominate. Um, Again, I'm a little concerned about their bench. So I just feel like, you know,
Well, you got Dana back. Dana still isn't in stride yet. She just got back after a whole year. So let's give Dana some grace until she can get back on her. It takes some time. You've been sitting for a whole year. You've been sitting for a whole year. So it takes some
yeah,
time. If Dana comes back and plays the way Dana did last year, they'll be good. I mean, they're not gonna get that 20-point scoring from like they did for Kennedy Carter. It's gonna have to be made up with multiple people coming off that bench.
yeah.
That's all.
All right. So now let's slide over to the defensive side of the ball. And let's talk about our pick for our defensive player of the year, which is drum roll, please. Oop, it popped up and then disappeared. Angel Reese is our defensive player of the year currently. So she is the person that we feel like right now is, you know, handling business on the defensive side of the ball. Um, you know, our the intensity that she brings on the glass, her ability to switch onto the perimeter, is completely changing the game plan. So her ability, and of course her motor is undeniable. Her ability to guard 1 through 5. And so we had this post up on our page, and we talked about her playing defense. And the comments under this post they're not nice.
Some
They're
are
not
good and
nice.
some are bad, and we knew that was going to happen.
We did. But if you watch the game, because I'm thinking that the people that are commenting are not watching the game, they're looking at stats. And so whenever we just simply look at stats, I don't think the stats paint the bigger picture, right? It just gives you a very narrow snapshot of
Well,
this particular person.
I think you can't look at stats when it comes to defense.
Yeah.
Because she you could tell like when she was sitting out that one game when Atlanta just a few games ago, that
Yes.
whole defense changed. The whole
Yeah.
thing changed. She
Yeah.
makes winning plays. She does winning things. You know what I'm saying? You can't put that on paper. The things that
Right.
she brings is not something that you're gonna get on paper. It's just not.
Agreed.
But
Agreed.
what she can do is she can play the post. First of all, she is a undersized post.
Yeah.
Second of all, she can go out on the wing and play the 1, the 2, and the 3 on a defensive end. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know nobody in this league that can do that. Not even Asia Wilson. Okay. She can play all 5 positions on the defensive end. Okay.
Mm.
And we've
Yeah.
seen her do it. We've seen her steal the ball from multiple guards and
Yeah.
go down in the post and play defense. She changes the game when she's in the game. And that's
She
why
does.
we're saying that she's our defensive player of the year, because she changes the game when she's in the game. Okay. And that's a
Absolutely.
big thing. That's a big thing. It's not on the
Yeah.
stats. It's not going to be on your stats.
I
It's going to
mean,
be
if we want to talk stats, we can, of course, we can talk about the rebounding because she creates second chance opportunities by doing that.
right.
Also, offensive rebounding, like she's just, but she
Yeah,
alters shots. She's able to
yeah,
get out on. She gonna, like I said, she gonna steal them cookies. If you put that ball in her face, she's taking the ball.
right. Plus,
She
she
don't
gonna
care who
block
you are.
shots if she gonna rim run.
Yeah,
So wherever she's gonna be at, it's gonna be a problem and an issue. And I don't, whatever people say, that's it. Wherever she's playing defense, you got to either make sure you can handle that ball
yeah,
or you can get your shot blocked when you come to that rim. So that's the reason why she's my defensive player of the year, and not the year right now for the mid-season, and our
yeah.
defensive player of the year for right now.
All right. So even though she's not a vet, but because of her maturity level and everything that she's kind of had to deal with, um, in the league so far, she's playing like a seasoned vet, and that's what her leadership, her energy, all of that, the things that don't show up on the stat
Her
line
leadership
is what makes.
is her leadership is no one can say like she came to
Yeah,
Atlanta and that is now her team.
yeah,
Period. That's her team. Her
yeah. She's
leadership
doing an amazing
is
job.
just way out. You know what I'm saying? And she's a great leader.
Yeah,
So I mean, the coaches love her, the players love her. They're happy she's there.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and we also love Angel Reese.
We
Let's
do.
keep it real.
We love you, Barbie. So speaking of young talent, let's talk about our rookie of the year so far, Olivia Miles. All right. So, of course, we've been saying this from the very beginning. We said it early on in the beginning of the season when, I mean, I don't know, maybe week 2, 3 that we had a video talking about her, and I'm just like, yo, it's a wrap. Like, of course, we have other rookies that are playing great. You've got Sydney Taylor, who's doing great. Lauren Betts is now picked up, and she's starting to play better.
When she
Um,
gets some time, when she gets some
yeah,
time.
you've got some other, rookies that are doing okay.
Flage,
Flage,
Flage is playing. Flage to me, if Flage took a little while to get it together, but
yeah,
if Flage would have came out like that, I believe
yeah,
Flage would have been an all-star.
absolutely.
And
I
I think
agree.
Flage will continue because the reason why I talk about Flage like I do, because Flage's work ethic is you can't touch it. She
Yeah,
is going to be an all-star. And she's gonna be on that all-star. She's gonna be playing all-star next year. Remember what I said? This is what July 26, 2026? Is that what this is?
yep,
Remember what I just said. Flage, I told y'all Flage was gonna be a star. Flage
you
has
did.
come out 24, 26, 28, almost getting triple doubles, playing defense on their best player. And next year, Flage is gonna show out next year, y'all. And they're gonna add another piece. And Seattle's gonna be really good.
So let's get back to Olivia, our rookie of the year pick. She's completely transformed the offensive flow for the squad. The vision, the precise passing, and her poise under pressure have completely separated her from the rest of the rookie class. She looks like a multi-time all-star already.
She
Like,
will be.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way she's
Yeah.
playing. Yes,
And,
absolutely.
and,
Like,
and let me tell you something. Me and Deb used to watch her when she was at TCU. We like
yes,
play some defense, move around. And then when she got drafted to Minnesota, the first thing that coach told her was bring your defense.
yeah,
Bring your defense. And she changed, she stepped up. We got to give her flowers. It's not even close.
yeah.
She is the rookie of the year. And at
She's
the end of the
playing
season, she
amazing
still will be.
basketball.
And they're trying to put her in the top 5 of the MVP race.
They
And
are.
and, and look, we can't fight you on that.
Yeah.
We can't fight you on it.
We really can't. Like she's doing an amazing job. So
Everything.
shout out to Olivia Miles
Yeah.
for our mid-season Rookie of the
And let me
Year
let me tell
award.
you one thing about this. When I didn't think Minnesota was going to draft her, I really didn't. I thought Minnesota needed another big,
Hmm.
but they went out and got Natasha Howard. So, and Natasha Howard is playing lights out. So they did
She
the right
is.
thing, because I didn't think that Natasha Howard was going to go to Minnesota. I didn't even see that coming to go back to Minnesota. When we were looking at the landscape of things, we didn't think that
Yeah.
they needed a point guard because they had Courtney Williams. Because she did really good at point guard, but she'd rather be at the two. But
Right.
that's fine because what it does was when Miles goes out, then Courtney slides back over to the point guard position, and that's good for them.
Yeah.
That's called depth. But I really, when we were looking, me and you were looking at the landscaping in the draft, we didn't think
Yeah.
that they was going with Olivia Miles. I didn't think that she would be in the top.
I
I didn't think that she would be. I thought it would be. We both thought Dallas and Minnesota needed a big.
yeah.
Okay, but they got who they got, and Miles fits right in with them. So they did the right thing.
They
Kudos to
did.
them.
All
Kudos to them.
right. So shout out to Olivia Miles. So let's move on to our most improved. She is the X factor.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? As the most improved player, and that is Nalissa Smith. So last year, and we had a conversation about this last night because I was saying that I felt like she played well last year, and you were like, no, let me break out the stats. So you did bring out the stats, and you said she has improved in all of these categories. And I was like, okay, I can't deny you the most improved player. You're absolutely right. She's doing her thing this year.
Well, let me tell you the reason. Another reason why is because it's a lot of times when I say she's the most improved to me, because she's improved so much from the time she was at Indiana. I didn't even know she was still going to be in the league. Okay, and then
Yeah.
at the beginning of last season, she still was playing bad to me, and I just don't think they was playing. Maybe she just didn't have the right coaching staff or the right people around her at the time,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
she came out highly touted when she was drafted. She was highly touted, but when she was at Indiana, I used to be watching her, be like, if you don't get down the court, you're the last person down the court. But now she's the first person down the court. She's making winning plays. She's making good defensive plays. She's hitting shots that I've never seen her. Her just energy is just.
Yeah.
She came in this year. She was in good shape, ready to go. And so that's. I mean, I have to give her flowers to her. We do see Carlton. We see the girl from Dallas that came from Minnesota, but she's come a long way. Them girls was playing good. This girl was not playing good to me. I didn't think she was gonna still be in the league this year. Before she got to Vegas, I was like, boy, she might not. If she stays in Dallas, she might not be in the league another year. The best thing that they could have done was go get her and
Yeah.
trade for her to come to. Man, that was a blessing for her. It was a
Yeah.
straight blessing. You know what I'm saying? And now she's really rising to she's really rising. She's doing better on free throws. She's doing better on the rebounding. She's doing better on the shot. She leads the league
Yeah.
in field goal percentage. And she plays great defense, and she's hustling. You look up, she's getting easy layups.
Yeah.
She's the first one down the court. So that's the reason why she's mine and she's our WNBA most improved player.
Well, shout out to Nalissa Smith. And we're just hoping and praying that they have a meeting, a players meeting, and talk about this weekend and get
Yeah.
it all out of the open and move on from
Yeah. You
anything
gotta
that
do
could possibly hinder them.
what you got to do is you got
So,
to get your grown panties on and pull your panties up and let's go. You got to Your feelings has got to stay not in between the court. It's got to
yeah,
stay off the court. You got to just you coming
yeah,
with your pail and you coming to work. Period.
Yeah.
Now,
She
and I don't want that
added.
to happen. To me, it's just too close for comfort, and that's just it's just too close for comfort. And
Yeah.
you're gonna, I don't know, you're gonna trust me. It's gonna be some sideways looking when they get back, but hopefully they can sit down and talk about it and move on.
Yeah,
Period.
because like you said, her jump from last year to this year,
Man, it's
you
been
can definitely
huge.
tell that there was some work done off
In the
season. Like she
summertime,
came
off
back
season,
this season like
she lost about 20 pounds, and she was in
yeah,
shape when she came in, and you could
yeah,
tell she was ready to go. And then let's give her props when she went back to school and got her degree. She
yes,
graduated from college this summer.
yes.
She was about her
Congratulations.
business this year, and you have
Yeah,
to give her props.
I love that for her. So
Me
let's
too.
move on to our sixth man of the year. So coming off that bench, we now apparently we had a little yeah. So anyway, let's bring up our
Miscommunication.
because I just feel like her numbers are better. But let's
Okay,
bring
but
up our sixth man of the year, which is currently Janelle Salon. So Janelle Salon, of course, with the Valkyries, is playing. She is doing 12.8 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 1.1 assists. Um, I didn't look to see what her 3-point percentage is. I think it's like 30 something, 36.
yeah, it's like 39. Sophie
Um,
Cunningham 43. We're
okay.
gonna we're gonna talk about it. No, that she gonna be for right now. She's the sixth man of the year, but Sophie Cunningham is real close to that too. You guys, she's balling off the bench for Indiana, and I want to give her flowers. I mean, she's got like she's shooting 43% off the bench in the 3 points. She's shooting like 54% in regular field goals. Sophie Cunningham is, because I looked it up. I'm gonna back it up with some stats. Uh, Let me give you the stats because I want to be. Let me give you the
I
stats.
I so we had this conversation last night, and I was supposed to make the graphics for it and everything, and for whatever reason, Sophie's name did not retain into my uh
Well, it could be either or.
brain.
You don't have to explain it. It could be either
Yeah.
or. But let me give you her
So
stats. Let me give you her stats.
she
So
she wanted to give Sophie some credit for
yeah,
what she's doing off the bench. Um, I my pick was, of course, Janelle Salon. I just feel like the fact that she comes in the game and her and Caitlin Chen and their bench is just
they have a really good bench. You know what I'm
whew.
saying? They got 10. They 10 deep.
I mean,
And she
Janelle will
plays
come
10
in.
deep. That's the difference. She
Janelle will
plays
come in
10
and
deep.
immediately start hitting threes, and
Oh yeah,
I
she's a
think
she's a gunslinger.
she
Gunslinger.
she don't care who's in front of her. Like that's why I was saying when she was in the 3-point contest, I said if somebody gonna put a hand in her face, because that's when she shoots the best. It's when somebody is contesting her. That's when that thing is going in. Her and Sabrina Ionescu, like my God, they're
Yeah. No, what's the name? Sydney from what's her last name from Chicago is killing them
Sydney
too. With
Taylor.
that,
Oh yeah.
Sydney Taylor has that side step, that step back.
Oh
That's a
man.
killer. But let me give you some Sophie Cunningham her stats. She's averaging 9.3 points a game. Her field goal percentage is 47.4 per game. Her 3-point field goal percentage is 42.9 a game. That's the reason why I thought that she should be the sixth man of the year. But we'll go with Solange and we'll see what happens at the end of the year and who goes further, and we'll come back and who goes further with the playoffs, because I think both these teams will be in the playoffs.
Yes.
Indiana will be in the playoffs, and so will the Valkyries. The Valkyries, man, if you don't watch out, they're gonna put somebody out of the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
They're good this year. They're 10 deep and they
They're
play
really
all 10
good.
players. And all them players come off the bench and get to it right away.
Yes.
And that makes a big difference because that means the starters can take 10 minutes on the bench and come back
Yeah.
in. They can get a rest. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I like the Valkyries. I'm not really going against Janelle Solange. I like her. I just wanted to give Sophie Cunningham her flowers too.
So we're gonna give Sophie her flowers.
Ooh, you're not right. You're not right.
But Salon comes off the bench and she immediately injects elite floor spacing and size and the high IQ and versatility. She provides a starting level production in bench minutes. So that's why I think they could possibly be a championship contender because they're like
They
I said,
definitely are.
their bench is deep.
They just went 9 games in a row and they beat everybody.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. So there you have it. That completes our midseason trophy cabinet. Asia for MVP, Angel Reese for Defensive Player of the Year, Olivia Miles for Rookie of the Year, Nalissa Smith for Most Improved, and Janelle Salon for Sixth Man. So drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell us what you think. What are your current midseason players that you're thinking of currently? Who do you think is going to come out in the end of the season? Who do you think is going to end up playing for the title? So right now, the top team, of course, is Minnesota.
Correct.
Is anybody going to knock Minnesota? I mean, the fact that she came back, Nafisa comes back and does what she does. I mean, I don't know. Like, are they beatable? Yeah,
The thing about it is are they deep enough?
yeah, that's
What
true.
it is. Because I can just like when we say, does Aces have enough? It's not really and I know that you got to have a bench because remember we discussed this before. You got to have 3 scores that can come out and get you 20, 15 to 20. Okay. And then you have to have some 10s, some 10s, some 5s, some 8s. You cannot have people come out and play 20 minutes and get you 2 points. You cannot win a game like that because Asia is not going to score 50 points, 45 points a game.
No.
Okay, so you're going to have you got Jackie and Asia, but you need somebody else. And Chelsea Gray has not came along every game. And then, it's just, I don't know if they got enough. You know what I'm saying?
The top teams currently, so we can go through them. Of course, we have Minnesota on top. Let me get back to.
I think the Valkyries is second.
Let's do standings. Okay, so yes, the Valkyries. So Minnesota's 22-6. The Golden State Valkyries are 19-8. Then you have Las Vegas Aces at 18-8. The Dallas Wings at 18-9. Indiana Fever at 17-10. Atlanta at 16-10.
Hey, let's stop right there. The top 4 teams are in the West.
Wow. Yeah.
That's what I said. The top 4 teams are in the West. So that's going to be a fight. It's going to be a good playoff, but it's going to be a fight for whoever comes out of there. And we're talking about Minnesota, and we're talking about the Valkyries, and we're talking about the Aces, but do not leave out Dallas. Don't leave out Dallas because this is tight. This is like a bunch right now to me.
Yeah.
Anybody can come out of the West. Okay, anybody.
Crazy.
And I'm gonna tell
So
you, the best bench, the team that's got the best bench is the Valkyries.
yeah,
So I don't see a deep bench. Well, you know what? I would say Dallas, the Valkyries, and then Dallas. That's what I would say. Because at any given day, you can. Dallas got 5 players coming off that bench can score. Look at their
right.
roster. You got. Let's go to Dallas's roster real quick before we jump off here.
So what is it? The top 8 teams that go to the playoffs, right? Is it the top 8? So that would be Atlanta 16-10, New York 15-12,
I think
and
they're gonna do the East
Washington.
West now because they got all these teams now. I think they're having an East and a West.
I don't know. I thought I looked it up, and I don't know if that's going to happen. If they're going to do the top 8, huh?
Okay, so you got so you got Paige Beckers, Alicia Clark, Az Fudd, Isaiah James, Haley Jones, Awa Kerr, Enrique, Jessica Shepard, Maddie Seacrest, Odyssey Sims, Elena Smith is who I was talking about. She ain't got her together. Maybe she'll come back together. Sug Sutton,
Yeah.
Costanasa Verona, and Lou. What's the Chinese girl's name? I don't know how to pronounce it. Yuru.
LaRue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So out of this whole thing, I'm gonna tell you, Lou plays, Elena plays, Odyssey plays, Maddie plays, Jessica plays, Enrique plays, Awak plays, Isaiah James plays, Az Fudd plays, Alicia Clark, she plays sometimes. So you got 10 players that play on this team. They play regular.
It says Alana Smith, it looks like, is out.
Who?
Alana Smith.
She's out. What you mean?
That's what it says. Her leg for
She's
this
hurt?
next game coming up.
Okay. Well, she'll be back for the playoffs
against Atlanta. But yeah,
and
so
check this out though. They won the last. This is not correct. What it's showing me is their last 4 games with 5 games with wins. But I don't know. But they didn't. They only did it up to July 12th, so that can't be correct. Let me see. Oh, I don't want to see her game. Let me see this. Schedule stats, tickets, schedule. Okay, so they in the last 10 games. 2, 6, 7, the last 10 games, they are 8-10, 8-2. They won 8 and they lost 2. And they lost to Atlanta. Hold on. They took me all the way back. Hold on. What is this? They took me to 2024. But I know 26 May. Hold on. Okay, hold on. They lost to Las Vegas. They lost to Minnesota. And they lost to New York in the last. They won 8 out of 10. But that was the 3 teams. It seems like Atlanta has their number. Like Atlanta, they come in there and Atlanta beats them easy. Atlanta beat them by, hold on, 15 points. No. The Las Vegas beat them by 15 on June 25th. They haven't played Atlanta in a while. They beat Portland. That's the last game. And they lost to New York in overtime 99-98 in the last game they played.
So their games from this year with Dallas, with Atlanta, they lost 86-69, and then they lost 77-72, and then they lost. Well, then the other game was from last year. So they've lost both games to Atlanta. So they want this win, and they're playing
Yeah,
in Dallas. So
yeah. But what
uh,
I see is like, sometimes it's the matchups that
yeah,
happens, and that's why Atlanta can beat them, because Atlanta, and then Atlanta has Bree back, and I don't know how Dallas is gonna match up with them. I really don't, because they're gonna play. Atlanta's gonna play 3 guards and 2 bigs. They don't have 2 bigs.
yeah.
We'll see what happens. Maybe they'll put the Chinese girl in on Bree. Maybe
Possibly.
we'll see what happens. But when it turns around, it seems like they got Las Vegas's number. They beat Las
Oh yeah,
Vegas
they be
easily
giving Vegas the blues, honey.
as a
They giving
fifth.
Vegas.
Plus, the last game, though, Vegas beat them by 15 at Vegas.
Yeah.
And
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens the second half of the season. Of course, we will keep you updated on all the games, all of the hoops, all the life in between, everything that's going on for all the different leagues. And we had talked about this before, and I meant to talk about it on the last video that we did about the All-Star weekend, but I wanted to mention it while we're here before we get off of here. The reason why there was a question on why the All-Star games have never been played in Atlanta. So
really,
yes, I'm going to read this because I want people to understand why the games have not been in Atlanta, because we know Atlanta just hosted the FIFA Fan Fest, and it was dope, and they had it was just amazing. Um, Even though it rained, and it will not stop raining. So the city of Atlanta has never hosted the WNBA All-Star Game, primarily due to a combination of independent team ownership, resources, arena operational factors, and historical political timing. So we know Atlanta has State Farm Arena and a dedicated fan base. But the problem is that putting on an event of this magnitude as an independent team requires a level of organizational manpower, and few non-NBA backed franchises have historically attempted. So, because Atlanta is not backed by an NBA team, they don't have the same resources as the other teams do. So, um, so the home court, of course, we know is played at Gateway Arena. It only holds 3,500 people, which would be not. I don't even think that would be sufficient enough for them to do the 3-point contest or because how many people does Wintrust hold? Like 7,000?
I don't know, but I know it ain't 3,000. It's
Yeah.
bigger. It's
So
bigger than that
you
because
couldn't even.
it has 2 levels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
So there's a couple of different things, a couple of factors why it hasn't happened here, and I don't know that it will. So I wanted to just, put that out there as to why it hasn't been here. It was brought up by Renee Montgomery. I think she mentioned it. No, not Renee. Not Renee Montgomery. Angel McCautry mentioned it. I saw a post from her about it, questioning why it's never been here. But so I wanted to look into it and see exactly what the reason is.
so one thing before we get off here, and we were talking about the playoffs, and I did look it up, you guys. Until till right now, it hasn't changed. It's gonna be the top 8 teams, which is Minnesota, Golden State, Vegas, Dallas, Indy, Atlanta, New York, Washington, uh, Portland. No, Portland's right there on the edge. They're 4 games behind Washington. So there you go. Washington and New York is tied at 7 and 8. New York just has 1 game. They played more games than Washington right at this point.
Yeah,
But it's still a fight. There's still like 20 some games left. Uh, they're still, they're at 27. They're going to be playing 44.
yeah,
Some teams, so they got at least 20, 18, 19, 20 games left. But I don't see the top half moving.
Yeah.
I do see it could be some changes in the bottom half. So hopefully, we'll see what happens. And I don't know how they do if they take the number 1 and number 2, put them in 2 different brackets, and then everybody shuffles down.
Yeah.
I don't know how that goes, but
so we'll see what happens. Couple of things. Make sure that you go on to YouTube and watch the Upshot League games. They are all on YouTube. Also, Kennedy Carter. Kennedy spelled Chennedy, because every time I say Kennedy's name and they spell it wrong. Kennedy with a CH. Kennedy Carter played a 1v1 this weekend. She murdered the girl. It was a homicide. Shout out to Kennedy. She did sign with a team in China, so she's going back overseas to get her $1 million, and I ain't mad at her.
Seems like she don't have any problem overseas. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe they don't understand what she's talking about.
I don't know. But she's amazing.
She go overseas. She get her money. She one of the top players in the league.
Period.
She's the comparison to what's that NBA player that was over in China forever? And he was a big star in China.
I don't know why you asked me about no NBA players, child.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second.
I don't even really. And
well,
then
I care.
We have our
OT. 1 second, please.
Have our. I'm not going to stop talking while you're looking up something. Okay, I'm going to keep talking. Okay. You look it up, you find it. Okay.
We stop when you're looking up something.
And you can keep talking while I'm looking up something.
You get offended about the men. You shouldn't.
I'm not offended, but I'm just still talking instead of holding on while
you get done. I'll have the answer. Keep talking.
So OTE starts this weekend. Opening weekend is the 31st. So OTE, of course, is the women. So the girls that you saw playing in the Shining Stars competition, those girls will be playing for OTE. They just won the FIBA 17U, I believe. They just won the championship for that, so shout out to them. But they will be playing in OTE this weekend. That starts the 31st. Those tickets are $5 on the OTE website. They will sell out. So you'll get Gigi Banks, you'll get Special K, Tatiana Griffin, you get just the top high school girls in the country. Morgan Reckley, all of them will be playing this weekend. Really good game. So if you get a chance, you can watch. They will be live on YouTube as well. So, okay.
Listen, I got the information.
What's his name?
Information. So the thing about it is, what I was saying was it's kind of a comparison to Stephen Marbury that went to China and became a big star in China, and that looks like what Kennedy Carter is going to end up doing. But he made, He made a lot of money. He's still going to be. He's still a Hall of Famer. He's still a superstar here and over there. Yeah. So he's international, and that's what Kennedy Carter is going to end up doing because she can't stay in the WNBA, and I doubt if she gets another chance in the WNBA. And that hurts our feelings so bad. But that's what it reminds me of because Stephon Marbury, she stayed over in China for years, but he made a lot of money in China. Okay, he is a big He is big time, and I'm talking about superstar in China, superstar, and that's what it's going to be. Kennedy Carter is one of the best players in that league, so there's other places for people to go. We're gonna talk about the men, huh? It don't matter. You get offended when we talk about the men.
I'm not offended. They're just not relevant, but
that is irrelevant. It's sports,
so
it's relevant.
Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button. Of course, we appreciate you being here. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of We Ball Into Podcast, and we will catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for tuning in. Follow We Ball Into on all social media outlets. Stay connected for hoops, life, and everything in between. We'll catch you next episode.